Hey guys, it's Alexi. Welcome back to Dance Curious. So I'm back with another little mix reaction. I got a huge response to my last little mix video, so thank you all so much for your enthusiastic response and your contributions. I also learned things like the names of the girls in it, and that was definitely not Lizzo. And I say I've learned the girls' names. I do know their names for the video I watched, and I'm starting to recognize them in other videos, but like, I'll just be honest, it's hard sometimes to identify them. You know how it is with girl groups, because they're always changing their hair, and then for the video I'm gonna watch today, it's not necessarily the highest resolution because it's somebody's camera phone. So without further ado, let's get into it. Again, the usual disclaimers apply, right? I can't give you the same technical critique that I would on a ballroom dance video. That having been said, I will weigh in on what I see. So let's take a look here. I like Dark Horse as a song as well, especially as a dance song. There's a lot kind of to play with that. Nice. So pausing it just for a second, at least as far as this video is concerned, I totally see what you guys are saying in regards to Jessie. She's very smooth, very, very rhythmical, a lot of body command. Is it Jade who's singing now? She has a certain fluidity. I feel like she is holding back on her moves like just a little bit because she's distracted by the singing, but she still looks really good. I'm enjoying this kind of like, again, kind of abrupt, almost like broken movements that they're doing here. That's really cool. Suits the song too. Leanne looks really good on that side too. Pausing it just for a second here. I feel like with some of the arm movements, for some of them, it looks a little more connected to their body than with others. Jessie's looks connected. I couldn't watch them all at once. A couple of them, it looked just a little bit like just the arm moving, not quite connected to the body. I also am really enjoying this like Grecian kind of feel they have here with the costumes. Nice. This is very interesting. Not something that you see all the time for like a music group performance. I don't know, like I think, to be fair, right? Like I don't necessarily watch like a ton of girl groups or boy groups. It's not a commentary. I like this very like shuddery, stuttering action. I don't know how much they're involved in the choreography, but it's cool choreography. That was cool. I like that. Nice. Yeah. So what I think is kind of interesting, I know it caused some controversy last video because I particularly liked Leanne's dancing in that video, and I stand by that. I did particularly like Leanne's dancing in that video. It is sort of interesting to watch them and see what things each of them are kind of bringing to the table. So for example, Jessie, very good dancer. She's not afraid to like really go for it as far as the movements are concerned, right? And her whole body is it's very rhythmical. It's all very connected. Is it Jade with like the black skirt coming down? So what I feel like is sort of her specialty is that there's a particular kind of like elegance and maybe like a little bit of beauty to her movement. And then I think Leanne on the other side, I really hope I'm getting this right. I think I'm figuring it out. I think she shines the most when you are doing the things that are less overtly, how to put it, feminine kind of. And I feel like that might be misunderstood, but like when I'm talking about it, for example, you see like Jessie, right? And it's kind of very like sexy, seductive, kind of like down and dirty a little bit, right? And then you have, I think, Jade, and she has again a little bit more elegance, but it's still very kind of sultry and smooth, right? And then with Leanne, I feel like it has this kind of like swagger kind of, but like in a more like kind of androgynous way, I guess would be a better way to put it, which is also really cool in the right application. And to me, that's why I responded to her dancing the most in the last video, is because for the kind of dancing they were doing, I really enjoyed this kind of like unexpected like kind of edge stuck in there. And I'm also not as accustomed to seeing that sort of like from a girl group, which I feel like tends to go like very like either sexy or cute with the choreography. That's with the arms. Definitely pausing it. I know I just stopped, but I'm probably gonna ignite a firestorm. I'm sorry, I like all of them. They're all dancing well, but I just want to say that on those ones, two on the far left, definitely the most connected, most fluid with the arms for sure. Oh, that looked really cool. That's a nice effect. Oh, she has a beautiful voice. I think she's my favorite singer of them. This is just like really musically neat. I like it. Very fluid. Good. I really enjoyed Jessie with that. I mean, like, look at her face. Look how like ferocious she is in that moment. That's fantastic. Oh, that's interesting. So, okay, so that was really kind of interesting there. So they all did that in a slightly different way. And I'm really hoping this is Jade. Black Skirt Girl. Black Skirt Girl did it like kind of like this staggering, like almost knees in thing, which was really very interesting. And it was also different from what the other girls were doing. So I'm really curious, more from like a directorial perspective, was that something where they were all just like, no, do like kind of your own spin on this? Or was it supposed to be like a little bit more one way or the other? And somebody, you know, like, I don't know, wasn't supposed to be that way, but I think both looked good, both looked cool. It's just a matter of like decision. Jessie again going for it. Yeah, they both look good. I think the fact that she's willing to like lift her knees more is selling this particular action a bit more than for some of the other girls where they're not lifting their knees quite as high. Beautiful. Beautiful note. That was cool. Now the one that I think is Perry. I know I didn't comment as much on her dancing in this. I will say that I do agree with the assessment that she's probably, from a technical standpoint, at this stage, in this video, she's probably the weakest of the four dancers. However, I actually liked her singing best, which is on top of the choreography. It's just a matter of, again, like fully connecting the arms and kind of just like really sort of like sinking into the movements. If anything, just a little more confidence. She's doing all the moves, but you gotta like go for it. And again, like that's not me thinking that she didn't look good, because she did look good. It's just a matter of like, how would you take it to the next level, right? Overall, I liked that performance. I actually think this is just like a matter of personal preference. I'm not making a qualitative statement here. I think I actually enjoyed that better than the last one, so good recommendation. Thank you to Martin Charlesworth for that suggestion. As for everyone else, thank you again like so much for your suggestions. I will keep peppering them in. You know, I have you guys watching who really like Little Mix. I have people watching who want like the ballroom stuff. So I am gonna, you know, there's gonna continue to be a mix. I get why you guys are so like passionate about them. When I'm watching like most like pop stars, you know, I might think more or less like, oh, they're more comfortable dancing, like, oh, they're less comfortable dancing. But for most like vocalists, I don't expect that, right? And I don't even think about it. Even as I'm reacting to these things and like pointing out like little things here and there that I see, they're very far above most pop stars that I've seen. So I 100% get why you guys are so enthusiastic and such loyal fans of them. All right, guys, that is it for today. Just a reminder again to check out my reaction to Normani on Dancing with the Stars, and also to Allie Brooke from this last year. I was reacting to all of the Dancing with the Stars performances from this most recent season. So if you're fans of those guys, go check that out. Also, as I said, I will be I lost control of that word. I will be reacting to other like Little Mix / girl boy group dances. Maybe gonna check out some of the K-pop dances. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. Bye.